Yo! Hello! Boom! You alright? How's it going? Welcome back to Reseller World. I'm Car Boot Chris.
I'm Bargain Belle, and we are...
What? The Chupa Chups gang.
You know, we practiced this.
I can't remember what you said. What
Ready?
did you say? No, I don't
You're
know.
Car Boot Chris, I'm Bargain Belle, and we are...
What?
Oh, I give up on him. I give up on him. You're supposed to be in your cat round with the Chupa Chup gang.
Oh, we didn't practice that.
Yes, we did, but you obviously weren't listening.
Okay. Go there.
No, you've ruined it now. It's too late. You've missed the boat.
Cookie's with us today. We've got the honour of her company. Yeah, so we've got my tag hanging down here. So welcome back to Reseller World, our fairly new show every week, Monday night, 8 PM UK time. And we're going to talk about a variety of things, all to do with reselling in different capacities. In case you've been under a rock somewhere, I'm now allegedly a full-time reseller for about a week and a half now.
And you still can't get the intro right.
Early days, and Bargain Belle helps me out a bit, don't you?
Yeah, now and again.
A bit of a help, sometimes a hindrance. Never mind. And yeah, so that's pretty much our intro. So let's just see who we've got in. We've got Stephen. We've got the Vinegar Jar. Peter Ray. Thanks, Peter. Thanks for joining us. Buckle Y. And I read some interesting information from Buckle Y a minute ago, actually, whilst we were waiting. And he says it's official. I handed in my notice at work today. Last day will be election day.
Whoop, whoop.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Good luck. Hope it goes well.
Oh, exciting.
Our friend Jason T. Smith's in the house. Hi, Jason. Hope you had a good trip and a nice cruise.
I'm still recuperating from the tiki's you made us drink.
Oh, yeah. We went tiki bar hunting in Manchester based on Jason's love for tiki.
And we failed miserably.
We failed fairly miserably.
Not a tiki city.
But we did find a nice tiki bar on Deansgate Locks, didn't we?
We did.
And it was 2 for 1 as well. 2 for 1 tikis. £10 for 2 proper tiki cocktails.
But
anyway,
wasn't paying the 35 quid they wanted for the cup afterwards.
£35 to buy the mug.
Even though Chris did ask me what would happen if I just slipped it in my bag.
I did not. That'd be very naughty. Thanks, Jason. Thanks for coming along and for letting us post in your group as well, the Thrifting board. Who else we got? Got a lot of people in, haven't we? How many we got in?
50.
Flipping fantastic finds.
Joan.
Oliver Ian's in. Oh, sorry, Miss Joan.
Look, Oliver, we got the same as you.
Yeah.
There you are, Joan.
Oliver Ian bought one of our exclusive Chupa Chups caps, and that it could be worth something in a few years. Right.
Yeah, putting in the bin.
I am just going to flip down to the bottom.
We've got Watcher 1421. We've got Ian Kimmins. God, let's see.
I'm not flicking everybody up.
John at YLM. You don't have to flick everybody, don't you worry. Simon Campbell.
We will. We will catch up. Stop reading everyone out. You're pissing me off. Are you?
Sorry.
I tell you what.
This
is what I mean, help or hindrance.
That's called karma.
It's a good job that weren't too hot. Hang on a minute. Have you got something I can wipe this on here? Give me that.
Chupa Chup hat.
No, these are going up for sale. Jesus, I could have been scolded for life.
See, Jason's put it right there. A good man is hard to find.
A good what?
A good man is hard to find.
Jason also says if you want to come visit and go tiki bar hopping, yeah,
Yeah, we've been there and done that. It's
oh no, I want to come visit. Sorry, I misread that completely. I want to come visit and go. Yeah, but you'll just criticize all our tiki bars because they're just pretend. They're not real.
All our 2 tiki bars.
Going off your standards, Jason, these are not your level of tiki bar.
I like Simon's comment. No offense, Chris, but Belle wears it better.
Well, yeah, you're probably right. Shall I take it off then? Now, don't forget, guys, these hats are available in our eBay store. Go and buy one. Make us an offer. All reasonable offers accepted.
That's how badly he wants to sell them.
I have a lot of these caps. They come up on every stream.
Well, they will be doing from now on. So if you want to stop seeing the tiki hats, buy them. Tiki hats.
Tiki hats. Oh my God, you've lost the plot.
Yeah.
I've got a line right across my head now.
Stephen Jackson said, I filled our home bar with glasses that just popped into Lana's bag. Don't encourage him.
Am I not getting the chat up here? Because I'm not really seeing very much, to be honest.
It's fine. Just leave me to it.
Okay, so we've said some hellos, but have we done our shout outs yet? I don't think we have. So we need to do that next. We need to do our proper shout outs. And I'm just stalling for time.
Shout outs.
Firstly, we'll give a big shout out to Kieran and Keris.
That is my son and his now fiance. Congratulations, guys, on your engagement. Woo!
Exciting times.
Well, it will be in about 10 years' time when you actually get married. But yeah, boy, did good.
Okay, so let me have a look at my list of official shout outs for people from the last week. So firstly, have we got Steve Brano in?
No idea.
I'm not sure if he's made it in, but Steve, if you've seen him in any of the chats, is a bona fide rock star. And I'm being 100% serious here. Me and Steve had some chats on Instagram this week after last week's show. And it turns out Steve is not only a part-time reseller, but he's also in a pretty well-known rock band up here in the Northwest. And mainly for a lot of 90s stuff and a lot of naughty stuff and so even some recent. But Steve is the bass player for Echo and the Bunnymen. So I bet you didn't know that. And
how many people are there going, who's that?
Does everyone know who Echo and the Bunnymen are? You must know. I mean, the one song that I remember is Nothing Ever Lasts Forever from the sort of 90s. And I'm not sure if it was sort of mid to late 90s.
Jason's put shut up, I love Echo.
Who has?
Jason T. Smith.
Has he?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Vinegar Jar.
I can't believe it.
Bunnymen, oh my God, I love them.
Well, is he here because he said that he was going to tune in?
Well,
Steve Brano or Steve Brannon, look him up.
Monumental says I met Steve at a jumble sale on Saturday.
Ah, great. Yeah, well, you've met a bona fide rock star. And if this doesn't get us any free tickets, nothing will. So we want some free tickets coming our way for this.
Jason says he saw them in the 80s on a tour with them. New Order and Gene Loves Jezebel.
Steve told me that he's been with Echo for about 15 years. So what are we on now? Nearly 2020. So since around 2005, he's been with Echo and the Bunnymen. So he's not been with them through the whole time, but he's been there for the last 15 years. So yeah, they've been quite big up this way. Yeah. So I was quite surprised to hear that. And also he lives very, very local to us. He lives in Staley Bridge, which is where you're from.
It's my originating area. Yeah.
So yeah, big shout out. On YouTube he's called Steve O'Brano, but I don't think he's got any content. But he is on Instagram as well, Baseface22. So give him look him up.
The Vinegar Jar said they're from Liverpool.
Yes, that is correct. The next one I want to give a shout out to is Ronnie at the secondhand store, and Ronnie has been taking part in a lot of our chats, a lot of the live streams that have been going round. He always pops up. He gives a lot of support to the reselling community, and now he has started his own channel. So now he's got a couple of videos up, which I've seen. Really interesting. I learned a lot about Ronnie and what he's all about and stuff. So that was good to see. So go over and have a look at Secondhand Store, both on YouTube and Insta. I think it's the same. I think it's the same name. So yeah, it's good that he's having a go at the old YouTube. The next one, it's only a quick one because I missed it out last week, really. George Wright, who sometimes watches, made a purchase from our store, and he bought a Breaking Bad rug. A Breaking Bad rug. I don't know if that means nothing to you, but yeah, it was about that big. But yeah, he got that in one piece, which is good, and he put some.
You've got a rug in one piece. It could be more than one. He wouldn't be happy.
He put some nice feedback on for us, so thanks, George. The next.
He's just joined
Oh,
us.
go on. Oh, hi, Louise. You all right? We're just in the middle of shout outs. So the next one, I was on fairly briefly at Andrew's Drinking with Andrew Friday night show, and I just give a shout out to Goimer's eBay, and that's Matt, and Reselling Polly, which is Sam. They've both got channels, and they just gave a bit of motivation to me. Really appreciative of the videos I put out and stuff, and gave some good sort of advice. So thank you very much. So a little shout out for you guys. You were watching, weren't you?
Yeah, it was very inspirational. I'm not so sure that the alcohol hadn't had a little bit of effect by that point.
Probably.
But yeah, never a true word said when you're drunk, is it?
Yeah, true enough. So at the weekend, or yeah, it was Saturday, wasn't it? I went to a vintage sale at the Glass Onion, which is like the warehouse that provides a lot of the stuff to all the vintage sales that you see around. And they had like a hand-picked event type thing, and there were a couple of people there. One guy, there was this one, Insta. She's called Fashion Junkie Flip. So if you want to look her up on Instagram, she gave me a shout out after the event to say that she thought that she'd seen us. Well, by all means, always say hello to us. It's good when people say hello. So thanks for giving us a shout.
I would have probably looked like a rabbit in headlights. It was manic.
It was a bit crazy.
It was crazy.
But also a shout out to the man. I do not know his name. I didn't think to ask him. I was looking through some clothes, and he popped over and said, "Oh, I recognise you from your videos," and he'd watched a recent one that I put out from Vintage Clothing. Yeah, so whoever you are, shout out to the bearded guy. And if you do happen to be somehow watching right now,
let us know. Drop in
the chat and say hello. It's good. It's nice of you to introduce yourself, although I didn't get your name.
Just give a bit of shout out there. The Vinegar Jar has put, I just started my own channel, but after seeing your videos, I think I need to rethink how I make mine. Mine a bit rough and ready.
No, don't even worry about that, to be honest with you.
Not at all.
To be fair, Andrew's been getting more live views than mine, and he doesn't put as much effort in as what I put in. He just turns on and he gets more people than me, so it's fine. The only reason I do all these little bells and whistles is because I enjoy doing it, and I want things to look nice. More often than not, it doesn't translate into like more views or anything. So it's just a personal preference. I'm sure I have seen some of your videos. I've had a look at your channel. So just carry on doing what you're doing. If you want to polish things up a bit, go for it. Why not?
Steve Jackson says, do you think it would add value to the caps if we signed them?
Ooh, there's an idea. Yeah, why not?
Who would like a signed Car Boot Chris and Bargain Bell cap?
Yeah, and it's just $9.99 instead of $4.99.
Offer a free lollipop.
I know, yeah. Here we go. Andrew says 1,000 viewings on my last live. Just saying, give us chance. Give us chance. But you've done very well, Andrew. Well done.
That's because we all love you, Andrew.
All I can say is, who did the thumbnail for your lives?
Yeah, and people just come waiting for you to get drunk and then hoping that you're going to fall over again.
Who did your thumbnail? I wonder who. And who made the viral video of you falling over to try and promote your channel? I think I deserve a lot of thanks, to be honest.
I got all giddy then. The bearded guy was me. Stop it, Andrew.
Where?
It's Andrew.
Oh. All right. Hang on a minute, sorry, I just lost something there. Jord writes in. Hi, Jord.
Did he miss his shout out?
Did you miss your shout out? I gave you a shout out a minute ago. And also Reselling Polly, I gave you a shout out to Sam. Hi, David M as well.
Andrew said best thumbnail ever.
Yeah, I know. It's doing its job, isn't it? I did tell you. I told you what it would do for your channel and your videos. George, just watch it back if you're that worried about it. Just watch it back. Okay, so we're going to move on. Keep the chat coming. If you've got any questions, just put the word question in there so we can see.
Tommy Berners put, to be fair, at any given moment on Andrew's live, we could witness someone's death live on camera. That's a rarity in this
this is it. This is it. It's must watch.
And how many reselling live videos can you watch somebody go to Tesco's to buy cider?
I'm sorry, but that was just absolutely crazy.
It's just classic viewing. Classic
It was
viewing.
good. It was good. You should all tune into Andrew's Friday Night Live. It is funny. It's good. It's a good chat.
If you want to spend your Friday night 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, whatever, just sitting, chilling, and having a laugh, then you need to join Andrew's Live. And why can't I get this cap straight? It's wonky. I've got a wonky head. Oh no.
Yeah, you've got a misshaped head. Oh, hang on. Devon Twins said, question, hi guys, have you decided where in Devon you're moving?
We've not really got any further, have we?
No, we've had quite a bit on because Annabelle's been looking at different job roles and stuff. And
which, if anybody was watching Andrew's live on Friday night and I wasn't really in a mood for coming on, I only joined for briefly, and it's because I'd found out I hadn't got a job that I'd spent a few weeks prepping for, wasn't it? So I wasn't in a very good mood.
No, I know. So we're still planning and we're still thinking. We're not going to rush into anything just at the moment, especially with me changing into full-time reselling. We want to give it a little bit of time and just see how it settles down. But
our time frame aims haven't changed.
No, not really. No,
we're still looking at getting the house up for sale, but we've literally only got the hole in the roof and the ceiling fixed on Friday as well. So we're just waiting for someone to come and decorate that, and then we can look at getting the house put up for sale, can't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's still in the pipelines, but
still going.
We're focusing on relocating.
Yeah.
And then we're going to look
at
the
worrying
business.
about what to do next.
And then we're going to look at the business afterwards.
Let me just take that off. Okay, so we've got down to the bottom. Oh, Kitty's in. She just said it's their lost bell. Same happened to me before I started pushing reselling.
I know.
It's one of them.
I put a lot of effort into it, and I came 1 point away from getting it. But
Andrew said, question, can I ask how the visit to Glass Onion went, or do I have to wait until a different segment? No, you can ask anything at any point.
Don't mean we're going to answer you.
Yeah. No, we're not specifically going to talk about it, but I'll answer your question. It was
scary,
a little bit manic, quite busy. There was quite a queue come 10 o'clock ready to open the doors, and people there was a lot of people in front of us. People were literally running into the room, And
they weren't looking at anything.
They weren't looking at stuff. They were just grabbing things off the rail, shoving it in the bag, grab, shove, right? And then what people tend to do later is once they've shoved everything into all their bags, they'll then go to a corner of the room and sort through what they want to keep. So they're not examining anything. And I think that is what people tend to do at these sales. They don't waste time examining a garment before putting it in the bag. They just grab it.
It was a steep learning curve for me because I did what I usually did, which when women go shopping is I strolled in, went to the rail I wanted to look at, started to wade through 1, 2, and I looked to the side of me and there was some guy just going whip, 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 and I was like, what the hell? And before I knew it, I looked round and half the rails were empty. It was scary.
Yeah, it was very, very. There was a big difference to the kilo sales that you go to, like in the community or at the university that I've been to. A big difference. This was literally all resellers. It was very much reseller led. You could just tell people had 5-6 bags worth. I mean, I spent 10. I did 10 kilograms worth. But who was it that I mentioned before? Fashion Junkie Flip. She told me that she bought 62 kilograms worth. Now that's a lot. That's a lot.
Fair. I didn't see 62 kilos of what we.
It depends what you look for.
No, that's what I said.
I'm
what
very,
we
very
choose
picky.
to sell.
I'm really picky about what I pick up, and I'm going to show you a few things towards the end of the show that we picked up. Hang on a minute.
Yeah,
Cookie, get out
the
of there.
dog's digging in the stock at the back of us. All you can hear is crash.
Ow, 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 ow.
She goes round and knocks them off the shelf. Go on. She's going to start barking at you now.
I know. So yeah, it was manic. I'm not sure. I might go again, but I'm not sure. I think I'd probably wait for the more local sales. The bonus of going to the Glass Onion is that it's cheaper per kilogram. So I think it was £10 a kilogram for under 20 kilograms worth of stuff. And then it went down a bit. It went down to £8 a kilo and then down to £6 a kilo. So if you bought a hell of a lot, you were getting it at £6 a kilo, which is brilliant. What I didn't notice anywhere was that they actually put the VAT on top of it. So what was meant to be £10 a kilo turned out to be £12 a kilo.
I bought exactly 2 kilos, and not for me. It was for my son.
Annabelle just bought a couple of kilograms of stuff. So it was interesting, and we did actually still get some good stuff, which I will show you the best bits later on.
I just say thank you guys for the love for the loss of the job, but I've spent my weekend moping, and I'm now over it, and just firm believer everything happens for a reason. So it wasn't meant to be.
Well, we went out tiki drinking, didn't we? So
we did. We went, well,
drown your sorrows.
Well, it helped, didn't it? Because I had a bit of a mope and a whinge in the morning driving over to the kilo sale. Then later on that day, my son got engaged, and then we went and had some tiki drinks. So what better way to get over it? But I'm just looking there. Stephen Jackson said the jumble sale on Saturday was like that. He had to take Lana home before she killed someone. I get a bit like that when it's busy. I do get a bit like that.
Okay, so we move on now that we've caught up with the chat, or I have anyway. I've caught up. Let's go on to the next piece.
You haven't, because recently Polly said, was it all vintage?
Well, I thought I caught up. Was it all vintage? I'm not even seeing that.
Well, you don't have to.
Bloody useless this StreamYard chat. I hate it. It was mostly 90s and noughties, I think, with a few bits older, like some 80s stuff. A lot of the vintage sales seems to be mainly sort of 90s stuff these days. I'm saying these days. I've not been to that many.
Campbell says his Glass Onion a travelling one. It's an actual warehouse, isn't it?
No, Glass Onion. The way I understand it is Glass Onion is the warehouse which then supplies all these other. So you got Vintage Kilo, Vintage Vault, all these that you see appearing in a venue near you. They supply them. So they must actually give them all the clothing at an even discounted price, like a wholesale price, and then it gets sold at £15 a kilo in most places. So they're like the suppliers. That's why it's cheaper when you go direct to them for their sale. That's why I understand it.
We've got Steve Jackson in now.
Hi, Steve. Okay, so let's move on. Now we've got a little break in the chat. So here we go. So this is reseller news, and when we say news, we mean in the very, very lightest, lowest form of denomination. It's not particularly news. It's just a few bits and bobs that we've picked up off social media, Facebook, and places like that that are worthy of discussion. Go on.
Just say a quick hello to Jason Milan.
Oh yeah,
he's just put that it's his first time watching live. So hello.
Hi Jason. Hello.
Do you enjoy?
So yeah, reseller news. So the first bit of news is about our store really. I've created a Depop account, and I've only listed one item on there yesterday, but I'm going to put a couple of other sort of, now I've got a few bits of vintage stuff and retro stuff. I'm going to put a few bits on there and see what happens. But has anyone got any tips for Depop? Because I've heard very, very mixed reviews about it. One person contacted me to say it's a bit like Facebook Marketplace. It can be really hit and miss. People will contact you asking questions. You don't hear anything back from them. So any thoughts on Depop? Do you guys use it? I've heard a few people using it.
Kieran used it to sell some of his stuff, didn't it? And I think one of the things I found when he was saying it was people were always asking for other ways of paying rather than going through like PayPal and stuff. So they were kind of asking, like, could they bank transfer and ways that aren't.
Andrew's taking a piss again. Model the clothes on yourself on Depop. I mean, I have seen that done a lot. When you look through it, it's a very visual platform, isn't it? It's a bit like sort of Instagram, but buying and selling.
The pin box says brands and younger style clothing for Depop.
Yeah, I get that impression that it is a younger age group.
Yeah, my lad was selling, what were them shoes called? Balenciagos. Balenciaga.
I've listed a Mitchell & Ness Houston Astros jacket, which is from 1970 something. It's a really nice jacket, but I've had it a while and it doesn't seem to be moving on eBay. So I've listed that on there to see if that gets any interest.
Adrian said Depop can be hit and miss, but there's a lot of retro stuff on there, so you should do okay if your prices are right. Well, kids nowadays are loaded, aren't they?
Well, yeah, the money they spend on
I mean, if we go off what like the boys spend on clothing, especially Cameron don't think twice about spending 200 quid on a blooming t-shirt that's got like a tiny little logo.
But would he buy it off Depop? Probably not. He'd go to like the top shops, high street shops, wouldn't he? I don't think he'd buy it, like, because most of it's second hand on there.
Yeah, it's a bit funny.
Yeah, I don't think he'd buy second hand.
Money Pen will put, I'm not joking. Depop is all about the models. They like to see someone wearing the clothes. Can't just use your eBay photos.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that.
Pinbox says I see a lot of Tommy Hilfiger on there, which I think is on the Vero list for eBay. What's that mean?
Oh, is it? Because I've bought some Tommy Hilfiger stuff. So can I not list on eBay with Tommy Hilfiger? I'll have to check that out.
Andrew said you sold Tommy on eBay.
I thought I've sold Tommy Hilfiger before. I hope it's not, because that vintage sale at the weekend had tons of Tommy Hilfiger stuff.
Yeah, pretty much most of it was Tommy
It just felt like, I think they've got like a job lot of Tommy Hilfiger stuff.
Yeah. Tommy Hilfiger, North Face. What North Face? Andrew said Vero is only for new stuff anyway.
Yeah. Okay. That's good to know then. I don't want to not be able
Look
to
at
sell
Andrew with all the clothing tips.
that. I know, yeah.
You've come so far, my child. So far. I'm so proud.
Yeah, no, he's like, you know what? About 3 months ago, he wouldn't even touch clothing,
It was
and
like
now
a standing joke, wasn't it? Where we were like, get selling clothes, get selling clothes.
he was like, Andrew was always like, no, I'm happy selling me £2 DVDs, but now look at him, he's doing £30 jumpers and t-shirts.
Posh fancy dresses. When I
Yeah.
saw the last one he put up.
I'm not putting that comment on because it's overused, Andrew. Okay. So anyway, so Depop, I'm going to give it a little try. I'm not going to put too much effort into it because I don't want it to take away from all the effort I'm putting into eBay at the moment, because obviously if I start doing too many things, I'm going to lose me eBay sort of listings. So I don't want to do too much. So yeah, Depop, just thought I'd ask anyway. If you've got any tips, please let me know. So if you're not part of the Money Mental reselling Facebook group, you should be, because there are some interesting bits of information there, and the group is really, really well moderated. We don't allow any rubbish in there, and we want people to treat each other with respect, as everyone deserves to be. So get in that group. Now, in that group, I noticed that Lee Matthews had talked about Pinterest. Now, I've been using Pinterest to share items for a few months probably, and it's very difficult to tell if it has any difference when you share from eBay to Pinterest, but it's a very, very easy process to do it. So my thinking is, well, if it only takes seconds, then why not share a few bits? It does widen your reach. It puts a link into Pinterest back to your item, so if someone sees it on there, because again, Pinterest is a very visual platform. It's all about the pictures and the images. So who else uses Pinterest?
We'll just say some of those got to hear in.
Oh, hi Z.
We've got Trotters into eBay Traders in.
Hi Jimmy.
Steve Brano's in.
Oh,
Someone
Steve.
pointed out he had a shout out.
Steve, where is he? Not seeing him.
And I'm quite interested. I think you need to put that up. Oh, I've lost it.
Keep thinking about Pinterest while Annabelle's interrupting all the time.
That's my job. I am the interrupting cow, if you don't remember the last joke. Oh, he's taking it down, or they've taken it down now.
What?
Somebody put Bargain Bell was hot, but he is called Full Blown AIDS, or they're called Full Blown AIDS, so I'm not quite sure about that. Wait, maybe it could just be a troll.
Probably.
Got to take these when they come.
Yeah, there we go. Steve-O, you missed the start, mate. You missed the big up. So you need to rewind and watch that later.
And see how many fans you've got in here. Loads of people knew who your band was.
People all over the world knew who Echo and the Bunnymen were. So
yeah, even Jason T. Smith in
Vegas. So yeah, there he is, bona fide rock star, honest to God, Echo and the Bunnymen.
We've got tea cakes in. All Star says you need to put your hat backwards, Chris.
Why?
Don't know.
I can't take it off now because
you got hat hair.
No, that just looks silly. I'm going back with that. Yeah, so let me just ask Pinterest, who uses it? Because I've been using it. It seems to direct a bit of traffic. You get to know when people save your pin or share it or like it. So I tend to use it for unusual, retro, or very visual items that would grab people's attention, not just for your bog standard listings. I usually use it for something that has a really good image with it. So it'd be good to know if anyone else does use it. Jamie, not Jamie, sorry, I've done it again. Jimmy. Jimmy's got a Pinterest account, great for backlinks. Yeah. And I suppose the more places on the internet where there are links to your store, that's a good thing, isn't it, as far as I understand it?
KLC said I used Pinterest before, but I keep forgetting to keep up with sharing my listings.
Okay. Yeah, I go through like phases, Louise. Sometimes I'll share a few and then I forget for a week, and then I'll share a few, or I'll go back through some old listings and share them again. It does seem to direct some traffic, but I'm not aware that it's very hard to tell if it actually converts to any sales.
Tommy Bernard said Pinterest is very underrated. It has huge search rankings. I use it all the time.
Okay, that's interesting.
Buckle Y says how to share to Pinterest, a 60-second tip video right there, Chris.
Oh, you know what? That's a great idea. Yeah. How to share to Pinterest.
Andrew says I looked at Pinterest, it blew my mind.
It definitely takes a little bit of getting into, if you like. I didn't want to touch it initially, but once I'd created a few boards with themes on, then you put your pictures into different themed boards. That's basically how it works. It's a strange old system.
I only ever used it when we were getting married to get some sort of
ideas
stuff.
That's what people use it for, is to get ideas for things a lot, and you can save your pins and you can save pictures. Oh, bugger it.
Jasmine Bambi's put a few comments in about our hats. She said that she thought the caps would have been a big seller. Looks good anyway on Chris. And she's obviously, mine is a matching cap. Yep. But I can't see with it facing the right way.
They're very retro, these caps.
Yeah, she's put, I like the hat, very 90s. You need to buy one. Put us an offer in.
If you'd like to buy one, pop over to our channel. Not our channel, our store, sorry.
Yeah. All offers considered. And I might even send you, if it makes it any more valuable, we'll send one of the ones we're wearing. Does that make, like when a pop star's wore something, does it make it more valuable if we've had it on?
You're not comparing us to a pop star, are
you? Just don't ask me to sing.
Stu Mandry says he uses Pinterest to advertise some of his merchandise. That's good.
Jump Girl 71 says she shares to Pinterest.
So it sounds like a lot of people do.
Adrian says he Pinterested but didn't really know how it works or how to use it.
Tea Cake says I look at my Google Analytics but never made a sale from Pinterest. Too many time shunts. Yeah, that is the thing. You got to be careful that you're not wasting your time, really. It tends to come up a lot in Google.
To be fair, when I'm searching stuff that I can't find on eBay, when you're looking for an image on Google, you can 99.9% guarantee when you find the image, it takes you to Pinterest. Every single time it takes you to Pinterest.
Pinbox says, I'm just starting to get serious with Pinterest. It's a massive search resource, especially if you go into the settings and claim your pins. So if shared, will get shared back to your site no matter. So if you go into your settings,
no matter where the share ends up,
and claim your, I'm going to have a look at that.
A lot of people are agreeing that can't even talk tonight. A 60-second tip on the Pinterest would be good.
Hi Ronnie, did you miss your shout out as well earlier? I did give you a shout out for your channel. But yeah, I'm just wondering if I can do it in 60 seconds though, because I would have to, the only way I could do it in 60 seconds is if I make the assumption that you already have a Pinterest account. And that way I could just show you how to share it across. I don't think I could give you the lowdown on Pinterest.
It's all right. Andrew's already made his comment about it being 3 minutes.
Oh, he says this every time, but he doesn't understand the concept, you see.
Jasmine says she might know. She doesn't suit hats, but she might know someone who can have one for a stocking filler. And she's put signed inside too. Chris will sign it for you.
I don't want to ruin it, but it'll be worthless.
We've got Big Girls Really Do Crying.
Laney's
Hi,
in.
Laney.
You're getting to know all the names.
Yeah, but Laney's on the lives with
yeah.
Andrew a lot, isn't she?
I'll move on anyway from Pinterest because I think we've used up all our comments, if you like. I don't know what I'm saying.
Bye to the all-star resellers. They're going in the middle of decorating.
Okay, guys. Z says, I don't need analytics. We only sell one thing a day at the most. Oh, I hope it gets better. Okay, so the next thing I was going to talk about again was in the Monumental reselling group.
Your leg's gone now. Oh,
and basically, someone called Bertie shared a post, and it turns out they picked up inadvertently some Nike Jordans, but they ended up being fake. And basically, Bertie was asking, like, how are they going to sell these on? And the simple answer really to that is, if you ever pick up anything fake, just don't sell it on. I know the temptation is that you've spent some money. Car booting it is selling it on.
Yeah, but it's slightly different, and you can sell them for £1.
I just wouldn't even sell them.
Pretty sure you sold some fake football shirts.
No, I didn't.
Pretty sure you did.
No, I didn't.
Pretty sure you did.
No, I didn't. I wouldn't sell it at all. I got stung with some fake hoodies a few months back, and in the end we just gave them to family members because it's just not worth the hassle. If you sell it on eBay, you will get in trouble. If you sell it on, even if you sell it on Facebook Marketplace, and we all know there is a lot of fake gear on Facebook Marketplace, but if it gets flagged as fake, you are gonna be told that you can't sell anymore. So it's not worth it. The best thing to do is just hand it over to family. Not worth the hassle. Tea cake. Oh, hang on a minute. Monumental says, just take it back to the charity shop, get a refund if you pick something fake. Yeah, no problem with that. Tea Cake says, sell them as copies. Sell them as copies is all you can do. It's not worth.
Yeah, so don't claim the genuine.
Yeah, but there's not many places you can even say these are fakes because you're just not allowed to sell them. That's the thing. I guess if you go to a car boot, if you're upfront and honest, you can say, look, they're replicas, is what the phrase that people like to use. But even then, you're still on dodgy ground.
There's not very often, because those jumpers, I will point out, if I'd have been with him that day, we wouldn't have bought, because straight away I knew they were fakes.
Yeah, I didn't. I just grabbed them.
Mainly because of the brand. It was Montclair, which, if anybody knows,
there's a lot of fake stuff now with that.
Yeah, if anybody knows the top name brands, you can pretty much tell when a Montclair's fake. But to be fair, when we're at car boots and stuff like that, I very, 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 very rarely do we trust something as being genuine if it's a top brand name, do we? I think the only thing we've managed to find was that Bape top.
Which was real. Yeah.
Which we ended up selling to Cameron, actually, so he does have second-hand stuff now and again.
Adrian says, if I pick anything fake up in the charity shops, I can take it back and get the money back. Yeah, that's what Andrew said. Yeah, absolutely. You do see, you know what? It's surprising how many fake items you see in the charity shops, especially DVDs and stuff. It's really surprising how they let it get through the net, really.
Well, do you remember that bizarre jacket I picked up, which was some weird, it was like Kuala Lumpur, some weird country, but it was like an athletics top. And when we proper looked into it, it turned out it was actually fake, and we were kind of sat there going, "Who would fake that?"
Oh
top?
yeah,
What?
Yeah. Oh, was it Nike?
It was Nike, but the actual make of it
Mm.
was a really bizarre, like, country, wasn't it?
Yeah, if you wouldn't have believed it was faked, really, but it was fake when we got it back and examined it
It was
closely.
the colouring of it, wasn't it? Where
It
we
just weren't right.
realised.
It weren't right.
Gutted as well, because if it hadn't been fake, it'd have been
It
worth
probably
a lot.
would have been worth something decent, yeah. So it's best just to stay. If you can stay away from fakes, obviously stay away from them. If you pick something up by accident, don't deal with it. Don't deal in it, and don't try not. Oh, sounds like sleet. Bloody horrible weather in it at the minute.
Even the dog's like, what is that? Aren't you glad you went out for a wee now before?
So something else that, and this is something from me in this reseller news section, and that is, I had a bit of a quandary, so I posted it in the Monumental Reselling group about PayPal fees. And what I noticed was, I didn't tell you about this, did I? What I noticed was I had 2 sales at the weekend, very similar priced items. I think it was something around the £70 mark. It was 2 really good sales.
Oh, you did post it. Sorry, post.
But the fees on them, the one that was more expensive had a lower fee from PayPal than the one that was less expensive, and I could not get my head around why that was the case. I just couldn't get my head around it. And it turns out there was a couple of comments on the post I put in, and it turns out that actually the reason for that is because one of them was going via eBay's global shipping program, and there was a currency conversion fee in there, which made one of the fees was like £4 something, and the other was £2, even though it was more expensive than the £4 fee item. So if you see any discrepancies like that, that could be the reason.
Speak to Andrew by the sounds of it.
Andrew did comment, but it weren't just you, Andrew. Somebody else did say as well.
He put, you got bored, looked at your fees, and he came to the rescue.
He did. He gave us an answer, and somebody else in the group as well also gave us the same answer. So it seemed like that was actually a logical reason as to why that was the case. But I'd not experienced that before, or I probably have, but I've never noticed it as clear as that, because there was so different fees for the same sort of value item. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that because it could be useful information for you guys. And the last thing to talk about in the news section is just a bit of an update on Secret Santa. I've got a list somewhere. I must have about 15 people so far who have signed up for Secret Santa. It's called the Death Pile Secret Santa, and that is because we're going to encourage you to use something from your death pile to send to your Secret Santa. It should have a potential listing value of around £10, just so that it makes it fair for everyone. The deadline to sign up to join in the Reseller Secret Santa is around 10 days from now. So if you want to join in, and unfortunately it is just for UK people, please. I'm really sorry about that. It'd be great if we could involve everyone, but the international fees of posting and stuff would make it probably not worthwhile. And it would be unfair if somebody picked somebody who was in Australia or America, and then someone else got someone in the UK. So we're just going to stick to UK only. If you want to join in, find me on Facebook or Instagram, Car Boot Chris. You'll find me pretty easy. You can send me a message. I need your full name, your first name, second name, your email address. I will look after your information, GDPR and all that. I will destroy it afterwards.
Even though Andrew, he did share yours with me.
Yeah. So I need your full name, your email address, and your alias, whether you're on YouTube, Instagram, whatever. Give me your alias just in case I don't recognize the name. And then I'm going to use a website who will draw the Secret Santa, email everybody with who you've been drawn with, and then you can facilitate your own exchange of addresses. That way it's not coming to me. I shouldn't get to know all your addresses. The only thing I need from you is your email, please.
Ronnie Secondhand's just put sad face, no secret Santa.
Who said that?
Ronnie. Secondhandster.
Oh, secondhand store.
Secondhand store.
I know, sorry Ronnie. I would rack my brains to think if there was a way of doing it. But I don't think there is.
Stu put, I don't have a death pile. Would anyone be offended if I just sent an empty box? Don't believe that you don't have a death pile. Everybody's got one.
Anything else? Oh, Rod's in. Hi, Rod. Yeah, we're still trying to flog the
We're
cats.
desperately modelling them.
It's desperate times call for desperate measures. You know what I mean?
Oh yes. Can I answer Cam online while we're online?
No, don't, because you don't know what he wants to say. Is it the 18th? I can't remember. I thought it was 10 days from today. It may be the 18th. We'll keep it fairly loose. We'll definitely make a deadline. I might put a little video out this week just to remind people about it. Tommy's going because Tracy's going live. Okay, no worries.
Thanks for joining us.
So that was Secret Santa. Message me if you want to be a part of it. Millionaire Militaria says, God help the person who gets me. Oh, that's cool. No worries. Right. Okay. So what we got next up? What's next? Forgotten. Is it the death pile? It's the death pile puzzle.
Go for it.
It's the death pile puzzle.
Are we all ready?
You may challenge me to a contest. No one has ever won.
Okay, so this is our weekly death pile puzzle little quiz, just to put a bit of fun into the proceedings. So we will disguise a couple of items from my death pile, and it's my genuine death pile upstairs. And what you got to do is guess what it is. And the first people to get it right get some points. We're adding up the points.
Person, not people.
Okay.
Person to get it right.
We're adding up the points, and at some point someone's going to get a prize. So make sure you take part.
Points make prizes. And this is always better if people that are in the lead aren't in the chat, which I think a couple of them aren't. So
so there's
have a chance.
There's an opportunity for some catch up, because the leaders, the two Aussie thrifters at the minute, are leading, and I've not seen them in the chat.
No.
So
and then just behind them,
there's
we've
a
got
chance.
Steve Jackson, Lainey, and Adrian Davis.
So let's have a look what we got first. So on this particular death pile item, just tell me what it is, and I might give you some bonus points after that. So here we go. First one up.
Yeah, but I don't know the answers, so how am I gonna know if someone's got it right?
Well, I'll tell you who's got it right.
You should. Yeah, but you're not looking to see who the first person is.
Well, it's not my fault. You've been asleep all afternoon while I've been working.
You should give me the answers.
Okay, so what is it first of all?
Right. Well, are any of these answers right? From there.
I need a bit more than it's a lorry.
Is it that?
No. Tommy's almost there. We probably should give it Andrew, really. Let's just have a look.
I don't know what the answer was, so.
We'll give it Andrew. It is a lorry, but what is the branding that is on the side of the lorry? You can see some little white dots there. So it's a red lorry.
Has somebody got it there? Is it that?
No.
No? Oh, right.
So what is the branding on the lorry? If you think of brands out there, vintage brands that are red in colour, what is the branding on it? And you get extra points if you can tell me that.
And Devon Twins have got the second lot of points.
There we go. Coca-Cola vintage truck. Is the correct answer.
And Andrew has got his first lot of points. Whoop, whoop.
That's cool. So let's move on. I haven't listed that yet. Obviously, it's in my death pile. Can you let Annabelle just have a quick look at what we've got here?
Right. So which one are you doing now?
We'll do that one.
Okay, actually. Oh,
Don't read it out, you pillock.
I'm not. I was right. Yeah, I can see what it is. So what do they need to know? What do they need to tell you for that one?
Brand and character.
Right. Okay.
Right, next one. Brand and character, please. What is the brand? What is the character? You get 2 sets of points.
Oh, can see people are thinking.
How can you see that?
I'm just
Guessing.
Andrew's got the brand.
Who's got the brand? Andrew again.
Andrew's got the brand. And Jason Mylan has the figure. It is a Funko Pop Beetlejuice.
Okay, right, the name.
Look at Andrew on fire now. He's determined to get some points this week.
You do know that Andrew tries to win like every reseller competition out there.
Yeah, but he's not been doing too well
No,
so far.
he's been doing rubbish, to be honest. Rubbish. So there it is, the Daubs Beetlejuice figure. Not worth a lot of money, to be honest with you. It's one of them I picked up in was it B&M or something?
You have one of them yourself as well.
And I've got one myself, but I'm going to hang on to it until I can bundle it with something else, really, to be honest. Right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this one here.
TKs, don't be giving out clues.
I'm going to do this one.
Have to squint to your eyes to help us get. What the hell?
Don't read it out.
I can see it properly and I can't tell you what it is.
Well, some fans...
Is it just what it is? Not actually...
No, there's 2 parts. I want what it is and the name of it.
How are you going to be able to tell
Somebody might. You might be surprised.
Yeah. Good luck, guys.
Good luck with this one.
Luck.
Right, you ready? Right, I need what it is and I might make it a bit easier in a minute if you can tell me the title.
Good luck with that one.
So what is it, first of all?
Buckaway has got what it is.
Buckaway is first in there with a Game Boy game. So that is correct. Oh no, which one of these is it? Oh, if you can guess the game, I've got
some. I can't remember what it was again.
If you can guess the game, you get bonus points.
Yeah.
Has he got it?
No,
I've got an easier.
I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what it is, so I don't know. He's expecting you guys.
Right, hang on. I'm going to make it easier.
Right. Okay.
Right, you ready? I'm going to depixelate it slightly. This is magic. Are you ready? Tell me the name of the game, and you get extra points. Come on, somebody out there who's a gaming fan is going to get that. No one's got it right yet.
I've looked at it twice and I still can't tell you what the game is.
No.
We need to give up on this one because
Oh, are we going to give up? Are you all defeated?
yeah, I think you make this really hard. Oh! Somebody has got it.
See?
Ronnie's second-hand store has got it.
Yeah, Ronnie Lambourne's got it. I told you I had faith that somebody would get that.
Okay.
So Ronnie's got it, and there it is. He put Castlevania, but it is tough, so I'm gonna give him that. It's the Castlevania Adventure.
So who got it? Ronnie.
Ronnie, second-hand store. Well done. That was difficult. That. Are you ready for the next one?
Oh, and Jason said he was supposed to be Game Boy Game. Have I
Who
got
was?
it wrong? Why have I got Buckle Y?
Oh, I tell you what, you can't get the staff, can you?
Just give me a sound.
With Jason in first.
No, Game Boy Game. It was Buckle Y. I was right.
According to our chat list, Jason, sorry, I think it looks like Buckle Y got in there first.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't think I'd got it wrong.
Unless, let me check the other window, because if we need to get this right, don't we? How far back are we going? Game Boy Game.
There. So you've got.
Buckle Y.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. No, sorry, it stays with Buckle Y. Make sure you've got live chat selected and not top chat. That might have had a difference. Right.
Stu VAR checking.
Yeah, VAR. Yeah, if that was the case, we'd give it Jason, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Right, we ready for the next one? Do you know what it is? This one?
Yeah.
You know roughly what that is?
Yeah.
Okay, right, here we go. Oh, balls. I ballsed it up. I pressed the wrong one.
Did anybody get a glimpse of it?
Oh,
To
shit.
give us the answer?
Write the answer down quick. If you get it, you get the points. First one to write the answer. First one to come on, these are 3 points. The first one to write the answer.
Oh no, it's a pixel. Oh,
No,
right.
no, I flicked it back.
Buckle Y's got it again.
Oh God. Oh, what a cock up.
Just can't get the staff. Oh, hang on. Have I given the wrong one? What was it?
Obsession.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's right. It's okay, Buckle Y.
You know what? It's really hard to see on StreamYard when you pop these pictures up, so I couldn't quite tell which one had the pixels on it.
So he either makes it really hard or really easy.
Shit. Well, you got some 3 points.
Is this the last one now?
This is the last one, the fifth one, the last one. 2 answers. Can you see which one it is? Can you see which one it is?
Right.
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, it's what I think it is.
Okay, so I want the make and the character. The make and the character.
This is fairly easy.
The make and the character. That gives you a clue in itself by saying character.
Andrew said Sony Cameron for every single one so far.
Oh well, he's a plonker, isn't he?
We're getting there.
Well, Bumble. I think Buckle Y gets one half of the points.
Right, so Buckle Y's got the Transformers Bumblebee. So what is the other thing that you're looking for?
The make of the car.
Oh, right, the make of the
That's
car.
what I just said to you.
Sorry.
So, okay.
So Devon Twins gets the other half then because they got Volkswagen Beetle. So we've got 10 for Buckle Y and 10 for Devon Twins.
Well done, guys.
But yeah, Buckle Y's coming on this one and just like...
Oh, he's flown it, hasn't he?
Flown it.
I know you put Transformers, but I wasn't thinking of that for the make. I was thinking of Beetle for the car. Well, you got half the points anyway.
Monumentals put Hasbro, not Volkswagen.
No. It could be that, but you're not having it.
It's not a real car.
It's a Beetle, for God's sake. Stop arguing. He always has to argue, doesn't he?
Steve Jackson, did I not beat Bucklewine? Oh, here we go again. Let's have a look.
Some competition going on here, isn't there?
Well, you put Transformers B, so I didn't really get Transformers B. Not Bumblebee.
B's not good enough. Bumblebee, innit?
That's his name, Bumblebee. Sorry.
What does Kitty say? You need to be a fly to be able to play this game.
Laney's put Transformers aren't real either, Andrew.
Pinbox is going. See you later. Thanks for joining us.
Stephen Jackson put B, short for Bumblebee.
No, not having it. That is not. I'm not having that. Okay.
Causing wars, and technically next week, because we're doing it in 4-week runs. So next week, yeah, we said we were going to do 4 weeks.
I was thinking like 8 weeks.
Don't start 4 weeks, and then we'll have a winner. So at the moment, 2 Aussie thrifters haven't even been in this week, and they're still winning. I
know, you're useless, you lot.
But Bucklewine has pulled it back, and he is now in 2nd place. So
absolutely useless.
If you're in next week, Bucklewine, and 2 Aussie thrifters aren't, you've got a good chance of whooping this one.
Okay, right. So that concludes our death pile puzzle for this week. Well done, everybody. Not Andrew, because you're useless. And let's move on to this.
These are a few of my favorite things. These are a few of my favorite things. We simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
Okay, so this is a few of our favorite things. This is the segment where we will share with you either our favorite listings of the week, our favorite pickups of the week, or our what else was it? Listings, pickups,
sales.
Or sales. I couldn't think of it.
You know, the thing that we do for it, this is why we do it for the sales.
The thing that we don't get.
Yeah.
So a few of our favorite things anyway. And as I mentioned before, we did go to the vintage sale on Saturday. We picked up 10 kilograms worth of clothing, and that cost us £10 a kilo plus VAT. So it was around about £117 I spent there. So I'm going to share with you what we managed to find. Oh, Andrew's getting excited by this.
We'll just say bye to Adrian.
Oh, see you, Adrian. See you soon. So what I tend to pick up is mostly menswear, and sort of certainly this time of year I'm looking at jackets and tops and tracky tops, that kind of thing. So this is what we got. So the first item is talking about Tommy Hilfiger. There was a lot of Tommy Hilfiger, wasn't there? This body warmer, or gilet, whatever you want to call it. Quite nice, that sort of a brown. It's ladies, isn't it? Ladies body warmer. Some nice little detail on it. That was the first one. None of this is listed yet. I've not had a chance to list any of this yet. This is another Tommy Hilfiger. This is a ladies jacket. I just said only buy menswear, and the first 2 items are ladies. So Hilfiger. Oh, can you see that?
You do buy ladies' coats, though.
Yeah, I tend to buy coats in whatever form they come, because they just sell well, and especially it's winter, isn't it? So Christmas presents and all that. Yeah, it's quite a nice sort of coat, that.
Sadly, it doesn't fit me.
I'm not sure of the value of these. I mean, if I had to guess, you'd probably put maybe 30 quid on the body warmer, maybe 40 on the coat. But I do need to do my research because I haven't done anything yet. This is a nice one, Adidas body warmer. I tend to call them body warmers, but everyone says gilets, don't they? Adidas with the is it detachable hood? Yes, it's a zippable hood, which is quite nice. Is that ladies, men's?
Ladies.
Ladies again. 3 lots of ladies stuff.
Model the coat, Chris. He wouldn't get his big toe in like in any of them jackets.
And again, another Tommy Hilfiger. This is how busy it was for this particular brand. This is quite a nice coat. Let me zip it up because it looks better zipped up. This is actually just slightly too big for me. I'd have been tempted to keep it. It's quite nice. So, can you see that all right?
Marie said they call them vests.
Vests. I wouldn't have called it a vest, but yeah, whatever.
Andrew says, question, did Chris pick any men's clothes?
Here we go. This is men's. It's an XL, I think, which is why it's slightly too big for me. But it's a really nice jacket. And guess what I found in this? £5 note, but an Irish one that's out of date. So I couldn't even do anything with it. An Irish fiver.
Millionaire says, does it zip up left or right? That's how you can tell if it's men's or women's. That is true.
Good point. Steve Brano says quality merch.
Andrew says, ooh, XL is my size.
Get in there, buy it, mate. I'll give you a small discount if you want. It'd probably fit you, this, Andrew, I reckon. There you go. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. Yeah, very nice that.
Millionaire says he calls them bulletproof vests. Not sure they'd be stopping many bullets, mind you.
Yeah. Another ladies' item. I can't believe it. That's 4 ladies' items. Tommy Hilfiger again. But this is like a denim thing.
Andrew says, FFS, I've already bought a gay cap off you and had one of your cushion covers. I can't buy clothes.
I gave you the cushion cover, didn't I? Didn't I give you a cushion cover? Oh, Double Karma's sent us a...
Oh, thank you very much. What's that for? That's very nice of you. Seems one of your channel mods is abusing their role. Thought you'd want to know. Who's doing that?
We'll look at it after, Double Karma. But thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. Thank you. Let's move on. I will look at that afterwards. All right, here we go. This is ladies as well, isn't it? Could be ladies or men's.
I'd definitely say it looks feminine.
It's a Nike sports top, like jacket, but it's like a mesh. You can sort of see through it. It's like a mesh back on it.
Well, Tea Cakes has replied to Double Karma and said, I think it was a mistake. I saw nothing wrong with what you said. So there must have been a comment deleted.
It was probably just a mistake.
If it wasn't, can somebody like message us at some point and let us know what's happened?
A nice cut to the denim jacket. Yeah, it was like a tailored. That's a good word to use, isn't it? I'll have a look at that.
Looks very white. It was very white.
So here's an Adidas very bright orange jacket. It's got quite a nice sort of look to it. Show the age on it, to be honest with you. It's very, very faded, the tag. But yeah, I thought that was quite nice. Again, you see, none. I don't know what the values are on some of these at the moment, so it still needs me to do the research. These are hot off the press. Yeah. North Face jacket, orange, obviously. With
Nice
like
jacket though.
yeah, it's nice that one, isn't it? It's like got like a pattern on it. I'm actually showing quite a lot of. I'm not showing you everything that we picked up. I've got a load of other stuff, which is probably all the menswear. I just picked up the nicest stuff that I found, the most interesting. This is really nice. I like this. This is a men's Timberland body warmer or vest or gilet. It's actually, I think it was pretty much brand new. It had, you know, like on the zips, it had like a little piece of paper covering the zips, which makes me think it was probably brand new. It's like I said to you, didn't I? How does something like this end up at a vintage sort of sale place? Because it's clearly not been worn. It was brand new, barring the tags weren't on it. So, but you reckoned it was like maybe like a return or something.
Yeah, either return or maybe like out of date stock where they've just been getting rid of it.
But that's really nice, and it actually suits me quite well. Shall I try it on?
Now here we go. He's going to do some modelling.
Let's do some modelling. Let's try it on.
Now you've just got your crotch on show.
Aren't they the lucky ones?
Yeah.
What do you reckon? It just looks silly with this cap on, doesn't it?
That's for the cat.
There we go.
That's good. Just say bye to Peter. Peter's off.
See you, Peter. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, if you've not subbed Peter, go and sub his channel. He's got some good content on there. What's that?
Kitty said, I think she meant money. Imagine us throwing money at you, Chris.
I wish.
Hey, I throw money
You
at
had
you.
took you a while,
I
didn't it?
throw money at you all the time.
Cool set of body armor.
Yeah.
This is nice. This, I like it. I might keep it.
To go with the other one that's upstairs in your wardrobe that you don't wear. Pretty sure your other one is at Superdry.
No. Like diesel or something.
Sue Curiosity in UK says, hi, very nice modelling, Chris.
Oh, thank you.
Ask him get leg out, like me.
So that is that was our favourite picks from Saturday's vintage sale at the Glass Onion. It was a bit of a scrum, but we still managed to pick some decent stuff up. And there's more than that. There's probably at least the same again sat on the sofa. The stuff that needs ironing, stuff that needs steaming. I bought a steamer, by the way, because some of the stuff you can't iron. So I have bought a steamer. So I've probably got the same again.
Maybe we could have an unboxing and fail like Andrews did.
No, I think once one unboxing of a steamer has been done, you can't really do it again.
Yeah, but Andrews, as per all his videos, was hilarious.
Mm. Yes, it was. So that was that. I think that's it for a few of our favourite things. So if we're
And to conclude,
caught up with the chat, let's move on.
Oh no.
So this is the section where we talk about our fails, the things that have gone wrong, the oh no's of the reselling world. Why don't you tell everyone what happened with that? I'll stay out of this.
Monkey went for a round trip.
Go
Monkey got sold as a Fingerlings Hugs by Moi. And it turns out it's not a Fingerlings hug. It is a Fingerlings, but apparently the Hugs one has got longer arms. How was I supposed to know? It's the exact same colour, same size, it's just got shorter arms. So unfortunately, this went for a round trip with my Hermes and came back to us
as a return.
As a return.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you can't get the staff. I'm blaming my staff on this one. Yeah, it was returned to us.
But
I have relisted it, and I've
For more
relisted
money.
it. I've relisted it for slightly more money than what the first, because when I did the proper research on the item, I found out that it has bendy arms and legs, which means that it's worth more than the other. So it's only £1 more than what I originally listed it. But these things happen. It's easy done, innit? It's easy done.
I've not listed many things.
No,
wrong.
she's very good at listing, really. I'm only kidding. But yeah, so that was this week's Oh No. I don't, touch wood, I don't get a lot of returns, mainly because of the stuff that I sell. It's quite unusual to get returns. However, I'm doing a lot more clothing, which in itself brings higher returns rates. So fingers crossed that I don't get too many returns, but this one's been relisted straight away. So no probs. The other Oh No is going out to my Hermes again.
We've got like a little My Hermes fan team going on.
I know. Did anyone try and use my Hermes this morning or yesterday morning? They've made a change to their site, and what happened this morning was I went to do my normal purchasing of my shipping labels or whatever, and it was fine to import from eBay. So I imported about 10 items from eBay. But then because I had 2 items that were going GSP, you've got to type them in as a separate send. So when you hit the send button to do a parcel from scratch, it was forcing me to go to their new website. So I thought, okay. So I went to the new website, I filled in the 2 parcels, and added it to cart. But the other 10 didn't add because I was on their new site. So not only did the 2 sites not combine the cart, but also the new site weren't saving any of my information. So it didn't save my settings for label size. It didn't save my return details. It didn't save my card details or payment options. So in the end, what I had to do was pay for all the imports on the old site and pay for the 2 that I had to write out separately on the new site and do 2 different things. And it was bloody annoying. It took me twice as much time to sort out my postage. So I don't know, has anyone else found that? Because
So with Ron said, I noticed Packlink didn't work for me at all last night.
Right, Packlink, yeah, because you can do my Hermes with Packlink, I think. So maybe if they're in the middle of changing over to their new site, that's fine. But they seem to be missing a lot of stuff at the moment.
Letting people know.
Yeah, it's annoying. Just use the old site until you're ready to launch. It was a real pain in the arse.
I just noticed for some reason I'm missing the thing, because on your chat over there you've got a comment from Vinegar Link, haven't you? Vinegar Link. Vinegar Jar.
Yeah. Why is it not on yours?
No, I've not got it.
Very strange.
Yeah.
I don't like the StreamYard chat. It just seems.
And I'm not on the StreamYard chat, am I? I'm
too far behind.
I'm on the YouTube chat.
Steamer advice.
Bundle by UK. Do you send just import and change on the same import?
And then he's put don't. He's put a.
Don't you? Right.
Do you send? Don't you send, just import and change? Yeah, I have done that in the past, but I find it takes longer to import them and then change them to GSP. I find that process works longer, but I might have to do that until they sort out the problems. That's a good suggestion. That.
Jason said Hermes would only import half my orders.
Yeah, they're being a bit of a pain.
More of a pain, I think.
I know.
That's the word you're looking for.
Of all the things, like Hermes are a pain in the ass a lot of the times, especially to contact customer service and to claim your refunds.
Excuse me. Oh, bless me.
Jesus, calm down.
Sorry.
But now they're messing about with a website. Why can't people leave things that work? eBay, leave it. If it's working, leave it. So annoying.
Sue said my Patlink stuff worked okay this morning, except a large package which had no service, so parcel to go compared the best price for Hermes.
Okay.
Thank you guys for getting a few bless me's.
Bless you.
Thank you, my child.
Bundlebuy says it works better for me now. Yeah, I mean, if the issue with going to the other site persists, then it will be a lot quicker to actually do it the way you said and import everything and alter the GSP sales. Facebook Marketplace has been its usual pain in the arse for me this weekend. I keep moaning about it and then I go back because
Glutton for punishment.
yeah, it seems that way because basically I've got a couple of electronic items that are quite large. I've got a TV, a video player, and a hi-fi system that I'm trying to flog. I don't really want to post them. I really don't want to post them. But I listed them all on Facebook. I've had floods of messages all weekend. I've had 30 to 40 messages over the weekend. Absolutely crazy. And one person was meant to come last night at 9 p.m. He was all singing, all dancing. He was like, oh, I must have this hi-fi. I've been looking for this everywhere. Blah, 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 blah. He gave me this big story, a backstory and everything. And I was convinced he was going to come. And did he turn up? Did he buggery? He did not turn up. And it pisses me off. He didn't even message. When I messaged him at 9:30 and said, I assume you're not coming, he couldn't even give me a response. So this is what really annoys me. Really annoys me.
And you disagreed with the guy that offered you 10 quid to say he'd come and pick your video up now, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah, some guy sent, I've got the video up for 30 quid and some guy sent me a message. I give you £10, I come now, send your postcode. I'm like, yeah, right, okay.
Bet you wish you had done that. At least
No, not for a tenner. No, I'm not having it for a tenner. What do you think it is, a bloody car boot sale?
Millionaire said sold a 4,000 job lot yesterday, but feedback was 0 and only just joined eBay as well. Yeah, I think we'd be a bit wary with that, wouldn't we?
What was that? Millionaire sold a 4,000 job lot yesterday, but feedback was on. Yeah, that's what were you selling for £4,000?
Lyndon said, have you tried Gumtree?
Yeah, I've got it. I've got the app on my phone, but I just can't bring myself to use it. I mean, I might have to try it. It's just so bloody annoying. I wish Facebook would sort something out, and if they want to allow a marketplace where people can buy and sell, they need to regulate it so much better so that these things aren't happening.
Yeah, but what are they going to do?
I don't know, but have a feedback system whereby if somebody doesn't turn up for an item, they get 3 strikes and then they're booted off and not allowed to buy anything. Well, why not? When eBay first started, have you gone?
iPads died.
When eBay first started, you were petrified about not going through with a transaction on eBay for fear of getting booted. I know that it's not the same now. People get a lot more chances and stuff. But when it first started, you couldn't get away with it. So why don't Facebook go down that route? Bloody annoying. I keep moaning about Facebook, but I keep trying. But I keep thinking to myself, I see a lot of other people selling stuff, especially our fellow resellers. People seem to do all right on Facebook, but why round here there's just no respect or loyalty between people. So annoying.
Time shunts. I don't do Facebook Market either. That's tea cakes. I don't know who Jasmine's answering to. Ask them to resolve it with you, Jamie. Ask eBay. Tell them they gave you no chance to resolve it.
Zoe said a lot of time waste on Facebook. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's so crazy how many. I don't understand people either. I don't understand why you would say to someone, I'll be there at 9 o'clock and not bother turning up. But not only that, not even send a message throughout the day to say, sorry, mate, something's cropped up, I'm not coming. Or even I don't want the item anymore. Just tell someone. It's common courtesy. Yeah. It's just bloody rude.
Linda and Gaz said, Facebook can completely block people from Marketplace. Happened with my last Facebook because I was trying to sell a vivarium, was banned from using it.
Mm, right.
Joan agrees with you.
It really, they've got to do, if they seriously want Marketplace to take off and be a success, which why they bother doing it if they don't want it to grow? If they want it to grow to the next level of selling and buying and selling, they're going to have to resolve this issue.
She was speaking to me, yeah. So she's put, Jasmine's put, if it's unfounded, eBay will remove it. If they are so unhappy, why didn't they return it? So he's put, put in payment not received. I got charged £750 odd as well in fees.
Oh, Jesus.
It was pick up as a lot of stock.
Crikey. That's bad.
That's a
that's
a
bad.
big dent, isn't it?
Yeah, that's shocking. That. So we're coming to the end. We're at an hour and a half, which we seem to hit every week now. Yeah, that is really pants, that millionaire.
Yeah,
sorry
about that.
Awful, that. That's a horrendous amount of fees, isn't it? That is really bad. I hope you get that resolved in some way or another.
And TK has just said they won't sort Facebook Market out until they're making money out of it.
You know what? If they wanted to make a bit of money out of it, at the moment they're making advertising fees, aren't they? Because you get a lot of adverts on Facebook Marketplace when you're scrolling. But if they want to make it a payable service or pay if you sell something, if it's going that way, fine, do it. I don't mind paying a little bit of a fee, like you do everywhere else, if the service is going to be better, if people are going to turn up, or if they're going to get booted if they don't turn up. Because either do it properly or don't bother. Don't do it at all. That's my motto.
And will you take less as they've had a lot of time wasters on Spock?
Oh, Spock. You see, that's another one, a bit like Gumtree, isn't it?
I told one who turned up and tried to knock me down to go to to go in a non-friendly way.
Mm. You think you made a deal on the internet. When they turn up, you can't start negotiating at that point. That's too late, isn't it? TK said I agree fees would be okay if it keeps people. Absolutely, I don't mind paying a fee. I'd much rather pay a fee and have a better marketplace than this free lark that's just absolute waste of everyone's time.
Yeah. We've got a nice comment there from Zoe. Just
thanks, Zoe.
First time watching you guys on live. Really enjoyed it.
Brilliant. We don't normally wear these caps. This is a special occasion that we thought we'd push these.
But you may hear a lot about them.
So before we wrap up, if you want to go and have a look at our eBay page, we've got our own website that directs to our eBay. I don't know if any of you guys use that kind of thing, but we use it. It's called movie-fusion.uk. If you tap that into your web address bar, you will find our eBay. And let me just throw something else up that I've been playing with today. No, don't even think that. Just move your head to the side. So this is our other hand. That's it. That's our
I've got no sense of direction with a camera.
That's our store logo. Oh my god, your fingers all over the show.
There. Oh.
You finally did it after a minute. That's our store logo. If you see that anywhere, that's us, Movie Fusion. So feel free to visit us. If you have a look in the link on this video or any of our videos, there is a special 15% off link that you can use to go to our store. And that way you'll get 15% off anything over £5, of which there isn't a lot under £5 albeit these caps I think are under £5. But you can always make me an offer on anything that you see. I'm always open to offers. So that almost concludes everything
Now,
that we've got to do.
make sure you do the outro and not the
I know.
intro.
Did anyone notice last week when we finished the show, I hit the intro video instead of the outro video?
And everyone's going to say no, because by that point, everyone
just
off.
Everyone just disappears, don't they?
Kitty Campbell said, I offer you £2.
£2. Well, make the offer on eBay, and you never know, I might accept.
Ooh.
Go to eBay, make us an offer. Bucklewire bought a Telly-off spot yesterday for £10. Should get 70 for it. Should I feel guilty that the seller was only 14?
Yes, very.
Oh, you naughty! That is
Very.
shocking.
Like taking candy from a baby.
Hey, listen to this. If you think that's bad, I did do something. Do you remember? A bit cringy. We was at a car boot sale, and this family and kids were doing the selling. They were selling their Furbies. You remember? 2 Furbies, and I did negotiate with these kids.
Oh yeah.
But it's a life lesson. This is what I see it as. This is a lesson about buying, selling, and negotiation. So I was trying to teach them that if you don't stick to your prices, you're going to get knocked down.
You were trying to teach them that someday some dodgy old man is going to come along and rob the money from under your feet. That's what you were teaching. Wearing a Chupa Chup cap.
Some dodgy old man. I tell you what.
It can't be worse than mine. When
You are sleeping on the sofa tonight.
It can't be worse than mine, can it? When I tried to buy a balloon from a child outside Disneyland in Florida because I couldn't find any being sold anywhere.
Pretty bad.
He turned me down. But hey.
So we're pretty much done. Hang on a second. So thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been a good chat as always.
Yeah.
And don't forget to subscribe, of course. Hit the like button if you enjoyed our chat, and feel free to make any comments. Anything to say before we wrap up?
Kitty's letting me sleep on her sofa.
Right.
Sofa. I'm assuming Kitty's a girl.
Sling her up. Go on, out. Out.
We're rounding 10.
Yeah, depending on where she lives.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
So I'm going to finish with this final thought, as we do every single week. We'll say every single week.
They're cringy.
Annabelle loves this. So I'm going to give you something to think about before we go. So whether you source at charity shops, thrift shops, op shops, car boot sales, flea markets, you do wholesale maybe, or jumble sales, or tabletops, or even Facebook. If you dabble in retail or online arbitrage, there's a reseller world of opportunity out there. So just go and find it. Go and find it now.